The morning light of 1888 filtered through a London tenement window. Eleanor stood before a cracked mirror, preparing for another day at the textile mill. Her face was a map of survival, scars from childhood fever, a jagged line from a factory accident, and the small round mark of a smallpox vaccine. Each scar told a story: illness endured, dangers faced, and the progress of medicine. She traced the silvery line on her collarbone, a reminder of pain and resilience. The vaccine scar on her arm was different, a badge of hope, not misfortune. These marks were not blemishes, but records of endurance. Eleanor smoothed her dress, pinned her hair, and faced the day. In a world of disease and industrial peril, to be alive was to be scarred. Her body was a living history, each mark a lesson carried into the city streets. She did not hide her scars. They were proof of survival. In the 19th century, scars were not shameful. They were the signatures of life. Eleanor's reflection was not of disfigurement, but of strength. She belonged to a silent fraternity of survivors, marked by both fate and science. Her scars connected her to the struggles and triumphs of her time. To be scarred was to have lived, and to have survived was victory. She stepped into the world, her history written on her skin. The city awaited, indifferent but familiar. In the 19th century, scars were universal, a language everyone understood. Life's hazards left their mark: farm accidents, factory injuries, burns at home. Scars revealed a person's past, occupation, and character before a word was spoken. Soldiers bore sabre slashes and musket wounds as badges of honour. Sailors' hands, crisscrossed with rope scars, told of battles with the sea. Each mark was a chapter in a living document of survival. Unlike today, scars were accepted, even respected. They were reminders of life's fragility and the price of endurance. To be scarred was to have lived through hardship. Survival was a victory, written directly on the skin. Smallpox left a visible legacy, pockmarks etched into millions of faces. The disease was a great leveller, marking rich and poor alike. Pockmarks became so common they were noted in official documents, as ordinary as eye colour. For many, these scars were a public reminder of survival and loss. Severe pockmarking could alter destinies, especially for women, yet it also fostered a sense of shared experience. The pockmarked were a silent majority, their faces a testament to collective resilience. Literature and portraits of the era referenced these marks, reflecting their ubiquity. The pockmarked face became the face of the 19th century, a landscape of survival. Each mark told a story of endurance against a relentless disease. Against smallpox, humanity fought back with science. Variolation, then Jenner's vaccination, offered hope and left their own marks. The vaccine scar, a small round indentation, became a symbol of progress. Unlike pockmarks, it was a deliberate mark of prevention, not suffering. Parents sought vaccination for their children, the resulting scar a sign of protection and relief. The vaccine scar was a quiet badge of belonging to the protected. In a world of visible suffering, it marked those spared by foresight and medicine. It was a passport to a healthier life, a small circle representing a giant leap for public health. This scar was not of trauma, but of triumph. Despite acceptance, the desire for unblemished skin persisted, especially among the upper classes. Beauty patches, tiny shapes of silk or velvet, were used to cover scars, turning concealment into fashion. Powders and paints, often toxic, masked imperfections but at great risk to health. For women especially, hiding scars was a daily ritual tied to social survival. Concealment was not just vanity, but a way to control one's narrative. The art of hiding scars revealed deep anxieties about imperfection. People traded one form of damage for another in pursuit of beauty. In a scarred world, the illusion of flawlessness was both aspiration and artifice. Surgery in the 19th century was brutal. Speed prioritized over sterility. Survivors bore thick, ragged scars, the surgeon's crude signature. Amputations and emergency procedures left formidable marks, symbols of both loss and survival. Infection was almost inevitable, leading to raised, discolored scars. Each surgical scar told of a desperate bargain, pain and disfigurement in exchange for life. These marks were distinct from accidental or disease scars, evidence of medical intervention. For amputees, the scar was a line between life and death, a reminder of what was lost and what was saved. Even minor surgeries could leave lasting marks. Surgical scars were the price of survival in a world before modern medicine. They were reminders of the body's vulnerability and the era's crude heroics. Every scar was a story of endurance under the knife. Scars were daily companions, felt, seen, and adapted to. People adjusted their movements, learned new skills, and found ways to work around limitations. Adaptation was resilience in action, both physical and psychological. Some scars brought pride, others shame, but all required endurance. Scars became part of identity, a testament to survival, not defeat. In a world with little support, people relied on inner strength and community. They found love, worked, and lived full lives, scars and all. To live with scars was to embody quiet heroism. 19th century scars are more than curiosities. They are lessons in survival. Each mark is a record of battles fought against disease, danger, and ignorance. Scars signify wounds healed and lives continued. They are monuments to resilience, not victimhood. The vaccine scar in particular marks a turning point, proof of human ingenuity and hope. These marks remind us that we shape our destinies, not just endure them. The story of scars is the story of humanity, to endure, to heal, to adapt. Strength is found in healing, and survival is a victory. The people of that era wore their histories on their skin. Their scars reflect our own capacity to overcome and carry the marks of life with pride.